Well, hello and welcome back to Artist Baker. Today we're going to continue our exploration of art, and today we're actually getting into the digital aspect. Now, there's a couple of softwares that I use on the computer, but before we even delve into those, we're going to talk about this one here. This is the iPad Pro. This is the 12.9, so let's get right into it. For me personally, I keep my iPad in my little secure briefcase here, something I've had for a while. But anyway, since the iPad is a very expensive piece of equipment, you definitely want to take care of that. Alright, so within my little briefcase, I have the artist glove that I use for the iPad. And as you can see, I keep it secured with these straps here. So in the box, this is the original box that it came in, okay? iPad Pro, can you see that? And once you open the box, I've actually got a protective cover on it. Again, because the iPad is a very expensive piece of equipment. This baby cost a pretty penny, but it's well worth it. Alright, so here we have the charging cord. And I also keep in here the iPad pencil. Okay, this pencil is a digital pen and it's designed specifically for this tablet. Alright, so the stylus, you open a little box there, and as you can see, there it is. So I always keep that bad boy protective. Okay, in here it also came with a couple of extra nib right there. You can see that. Okay, so this is something that I try to protect at all costs. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so I hope the lighting is adequate for this video so you guys can see everything. I don't have the artist light on up here so that it doesn't reflect into the iPad. Alright, so this is my iPad, and again we're just going to go over the basic fundamentals. You can see I've got the pencil now, the Apple Pencil. I also have on the artist glove. These help, glide over the glass or matte fillet and help prevent smudges. So you open the, you can see that, right? Yeah, you can see it. Alright, so to turn on this iPad, there's a power button here at the top. You just press that, you can see the Apple sign comes on. It takes like 2 seconds literally for it to come on, okay? I should be at 100% because I charged it about maybe 3 days ago and hadn't used it too much. Okay, there you can see it's coming on. Kudos to the battery life. This thing is incredible. This battery lasts an incredible long time. Alright, I'm going to put my password in. Obviously, don't want y'all to see that. Alright, so I put my password in and the program opens, okay? These are some of the programs that I have on here so far, but we're going straight into showing you the basic fundamentals of how this iPad works, alright? So with just a swipe, you can see it loads my other programs. Art-wise, here are the few of the ones I have. I've got Sketchbook, I've got Sketch Club, Media Bang, and Procreate. Procreate's the one we're going to show you today. This is a great application. So, you just touch it, the program opens. These are some of the drawings that I have in there already. This is my library where I've already put everybody into a certain category, okay? So, again, I'm going to teach you just the basics. For my friends who said they could never use this, it's really not that difficult. You got to trust me, alright? Alright, so to create a new screen, you just hit the plus sign up here. It gives you options of what you can create. You can do the pixels, the layers, and it's unlimited, I'm telling you. I never even use all of them because I'm so used to using a couple of them that I like. Alright, let's go today with A4, which is 2,480 times 3,508, which is 57 layers. Okay, so you open that and voila, there it is. Now, what I'm going to do is move the camera above me so you can see me as I work, okay? Alright, so you can see I've got my screen here and I am ready to do work. I'm just going to go over some of the basic fundamentals and the buttons for you, alright? Okay, so what I did when I adjusted the camera, I actually started drawing this one little sketch so I can show you some simple functions of the iPad. First thing we're going to talk about is how you can rotate and move. So since this is the interface, this is digital, all right? It's not traditional, so I'll talk about the advantage of that in the end. But basically, you can rotate the canvas any way you want. You can do it with 2 hands. You can do it with the fingers. It's unlimited to how you can do that. Okay. So that's the rotation portion of it. If for some reason you make a mistake and you need to erase, like I just put the pen, I touched it when I put it back, there's 2 ways you can erase it. You can hit that little cursor there. There's a cursor that erases your mistake. And if I say I want to put it back, you put the other cursor. So these two cursors down here help you. All right. We're going to talk about the interface in a second here too. Another way you can erase is what I just did, just by double tapping on the screen. Okay. Let me show you that again in case you didn't see it. So there's the mistake right there. If I double tap anywhere on the screen with 2 fingers, click, click, it's gone. All right. Okay. Let's talk about what we have on the interface here. I want to start with the brushes. So if you click the brushes, you get the drop down. Some of the brushes that I have here are sketching, inking, painting, artistic, airbrushing, texture. So let's look at each one of them. Right now I'm on inking because I wanted to start drawing a picture initially. If you go to sketching, you have all these guys you can pick from. There's a whole bunch of them. Inking is where I was beginning. Painting, you also have all of these guys. I won't go over each one of them, but you start with the round brush, damp brush, wet brush, and so forth, and it keeps going. Artistic, you click on that, you get acrylic, watercolor, all paint, fresco, turpentine, wet acrylic, a whole bunch of stuff. You can do that, all right? If you click on airbrushing, which is one of my favorites for the glows and all that, you get soft brush, medium brush, hard brush. You can modify all this. We won't get into that, but I'm just showing what some of the things that you can do. You also have textures, okay? Grid, decimals, and a whole bunch of stuff, all right? So that's just some of the things you can choose from on the brushes. Now, since I'm trying to keep my videos to 5 minutes and under, I'm not going to get into the details and everything, but just some of the things that you can do. Okay, that's the first item there. The second item, if you click on that, that's a smudge tool, and you can see it did a little smudge. So the smudge tool is great. If you want to do some things, you can just hit on the smudge tool and it can do that for you, okay? This is the eraser. The third item is the eraser. And let's see, I probably have it small right now, or turn up the opacity, and you can see it erases, okay? So I don't need to erase that. I just want to show you what it can do. Over here, these are the layers palette. Right now I just got one layer. Once I start coloring, I can show you how to do another layer. And over here is my color palette. Okay, so that's what you have on the interface on that side. Now, these two guys here, this is the opacity of the brush. Can you see that? If you're all the way down, you can't really see anything when you draw. But if you turn your opacity all the way up, then, oh, let me get off the eraser and go back to my inking. That would help, right? Make sure my color's black. Then you can see you have that, all right? Now, this here one, the one on the top, is the size of the brush. So right now it's very thin. You probably can't see that. But if I increase it all the way up, then I get a line. Again, depending on which marker or which pen you're using, will show you the thickness and so forth. And right now I'm just showing you different ones. Let's go back to the pens, not the smudge tool. Brush pen, you get different textures on whatever you do. All right, let's erase all that. Now, over here on the left side, you got your actions. You can share the artwork, you can export it, do your videos. You got a whole bunch of stuff. You got canvas, devices, preferences. Everything in this iPad can be controlled and changed from here. All right, and I won't get into that, but it's so much you can do with it. Okay. And then you have the other two, and you can move, you can adjust stuff, you can do all kind of effects and so forth, okay? So there's a whole bunch you can do. So following this video, I'm going to show you in the next video some of the artwork that I just did. Real quick, let's go into the palettes. The layers. So if you want to create a new layer, you hit that plus, and then you can drag the layer underneath it. If you want to color and change it, there you go. And now you can see I'm coloring underneath the layer. You can also, if the lines were solid and weren't closed in, you can drag your color down and it'll fill the whole page, or it will encase it in whatever you have your lines closed in. So that's how that works, okay? So it's pretty cool. That's video 1. Now, let's show you some of the videos I've done in the next video.